So for this new series, the SvS review series, I thought it would be interesting to review some SvS match that I can find on YouTube and to see what's wrong, what have I done wrong, what my team done wrong, to understand how to get better. So for this week, I selected one SvS match, which was 736 against 836. I picked it because I found it quite interesting in many ways, and we will see why. So first, give a huge prop to, I think it was Kitty. I will link the video because that was quite a good match and also deserves to be seen for the work he's done. We will quite jump a bit because there's one, the beginning is not interesting much. So yeah, it's quite usual beginning for a match. It's mostly on the attack side. We will see also some defense. Right at the beginning, I would say that we have quite there's quite a masterclass. So as you can see, the defense side has only 2 towers, which is really not a lot. That's not many. So you know that if there's any attack on only 2 towers, they will get shut down pretty quickly. And at that moment, you would say that 736 is doing amazing because they shut down the 2 towers. They have one big coming in right in the middle and using the free teleports for the team to come. So as you can see, you would say that there will be a lot of pressure. Let's see how it goes. So here we have one tower that is getting built from the defense team from that guy. So there's one mechanical on the attack side. Not many so far. So we have 40 seconds in the match. And we see that this guy start attacking the towers because they're both disabled. Unfortunately, and of course, it's getting shut down pretty quickly. The attack side is starting to come. As you see, that guy just came in like right now to shut down the one that was taking out the towers. And it's where it was a bit cocky to go right in the middle because, you know, right there we can see there's the limit of the rune zone. And if you're inside that zone, one attack, if you lose one attack, you get teleported. So what you want to do is to place your base like at the extreme of it. So it needs 3 attacks to teleport you. That way you can easily, at least I would say maybe get 2 or 3 hits to the tower. Here we see that we just talked about it, but yes, that guy is doing a great job. So yeah, that guy just positioned in the right way to not getting ported in one hit. So, and he's quite close to the tower because they were about there. But as you can see, someone is trying to shut it down. That one here is very close, so not the good position for it. But let's review. So here we see that one of the towers, there were 2 towers, one is down, there's still one. And good thing they finally started to make towers. I think, well, yeah, they started earlier, but they were still not up. And there were 2, now there's 1 urgent care. On the attack side, we have no that guy that just appeared, 1 more, and still the big one that were at the beginning. So it's going quite slowly. We have also 1 there. They're quite all over the place. But knowing that the big one here used the skin to teleport more teammates, it's weird that they're not coming. Just the position that we saw over there, we don't know why they're on that side, because they're not attacking the tower and they're not interacting or supporting the team. Like, most of the team is over there, there's 1 over there and a bunch over there, but they're not doing anything. So yeah, we can say that maybe the positioning is not on point and they're kind of struggling with that. Yeah, so just reviewing the formation, seems alright. So you can be prepared for the next attack. So here we have more people who just appeared. So that time we have that 1 and 2, 3 more, but still they're on the right side, while the main team is trying to build the towers over there. So we had 2 towers over there. They're not really interacting with the team, and not even attacking the towers, because the tower is still there and there's no line showing that they're attacking. Here we have the example of the good idea of being outside the zone for not getting ported, which is really important, mostly if you... Wait, what have I done? Yeah. This is quite important to be placed outside the zone if you have, I would say, a low CP. Because you know that any attack would port you, even more if you don't have towers. And we saw that the team has still 1 tower over there, but it's not activated. So you better be outside for that time being. And also it's why being alone when you know that your teammates are over there. So you better be with your team, as anyone can react quickly and push back the attacker. This guy is just putting himself in a dangerous position. And that's about it. Okay, so it's not ported yet. So here we had still 1 tower. We see now that the enemy team is starting again some towers, even though they still had that one, I think. And they're closing the gap here, as we know that the main team from 736 was there. And we have 1 smart person outside trying to get the support from the team by using the teleporting skin. So the towers we had, it wasn't there before. 1 more tower, so they're trying, but I would say they only have 1 or 2 mechanical, because there were 2 towers, maybe, I think it's the same one trying to build the towers, but with one mechanical you can go far. And we have most of the team coming. And yes, so the tower is still there, which is quite weird because it's still disabled, but no one took care of it, even though it's not protected by any at this point. So yeah, quite a lack of, I would say, a lack of organization on that one. So still the two, nothing more. So there you see, which is not bad as here, oh, is attacking one mechanical. It's pretty interesting to add, to put a mechanical who is inside the tower, the area, because most of the time when you try to build towers, like this one, I think it's probably his towers here, they're only reinforced by the mechanical. If it is ported, then all his units will be recalled and it will stop building the towers. So that's quite a smart move. We lost the urgent care, and you see that s836 is going for the towers. Here we see that the guy who used this skin got no support, no one teleported inside of it, which is quite bad. And yeah, here we see even more than that the goal of s736 is not to take care of the tower. Like you see, this guy is not going for the towers. Nope, his line is going for a base. So they're not trying to shut down the towers, even though at the beginning using missiles on the two towers was the best thing to do, but they're not putting the pressure, which is quite unfortunate. And we really have that one big, like, doing everything for the team, but no one supporting him. No mechanical, no other smaller, maybe smaller Cs that would take care of the Cs. You have one C is there, one C is there, and there's a bunch because they have at least 6 towers. We finally have one guy. This one is trying the tower, but we're already 4 minutes in, so a bit late. Normally the missile won't have effect anymore. Finally, after all that time, we have the whole team coming. So the team is finally trying to support, but they should have gone that way to be close to the big player, so they can be covered. Or either that, or maybe trying to, because you see here, you have the line of the rune, which would be something like this. So in that case, the best scenario would be you place your base over there and you start building towers over there, here. It won't reach the rune on the first one, but you can create the zone without getting ported and then building 2 times. So one, just to secure your position, and then the second one to access the rune. But that's not the play they're going with, which is quite weird. Oh, I said something. We have also that guy here for no reason. Maybe it was for finishing the tower. I guess. But as you see, the defending team is setting all the towers up. So it's almost too late. Sorry, I missed it. I wanted to show something. Yeah, so we know that there's quite what we know. The team is attacking that rune. We see that the second level 2 is not being attacked. For the level 3, it's quite a bit too soon. We're 5 minutes in, so it's not. It will only be open in 5 minutes. So you're not going for that one. You want to secure one on the level 2. But where are the players? So the players are over there, there, over there. So around the capital and a bit far from the rune. What you can say is that you can easily say that 90% of the players are just going for bases. So they want to burn everything. At this point, it's just for individual points. And also those ones. They don't care about winning or losing the event. They just care about themselves. Okay, small one for going faster. Yeah, well, the person we're watching is also going for points, it seems. And speed ups. So what we see here, interesting. That one is interesting. So here, that's the level 3 rune, but it's not in the correct area because we see that the area selected by the opponent server is north, and that one is the level 3 in the east of the map. We're already 6 minutes during the event, and we still have towers. They're still building towers, and we know it takes 5 minutes to build a tower. So they started less than 6 minutes ago, which is after the event started, and they haven't moved. So those guys, like you see, that's mechanical, they should have moved. To me, they would have moved there on that level 2 because there's a lot of pressure on it. Or maybe start reinforcing the level 3, but they're really late in the event. Okay, so going for points. That's interesting. So we have an update. Now they're trying to start some towers on the right side. Again, not the best, as we know that most of the team is, the big of the team is there. So it won't use those towers. But at least, as I explained earlier, they're outside of the zone, of the rune zone, and starting at the edge, which is more interesting and easier to reinforce and to build. Okay, so at this point, clearly they're overwhelmed. The defense team is starting to have too many towers for the attacking team, and they're struggling. So yeah, that's way too much. They can do anything. So we have an update on the map. We still have more than 90% of the players who are just chasing points. Yep, you can see all those guys are chasing points, which is quite a lot. And we see even more here. We have only a few bases around the ruin and all the others far from it to get points. Oh, we can see the other side. So on the other side, they're still managing to get towers up, but seem to have some trouble. Eesh, that's a bad lag. I won't comment much about the person we're watching because I don't really understand if it's just to see the area or what. Again, it's the level 2 this time. So it's the level 2 over there, which is outside because the zone is over there. So you know that it's only that level 2 and that level 2 that are targeted. But here is going for, we on that one. And we still have towers. And it's been 10 minutes. Yep. So they're not really listening or understanding what they should do. Yep. Many people outside of the, not trying to help. So we have a bit more towers. We have really one person doing amazing. This mechanical is doing great. He gets some towers. Still the 2 towers that we saw earlier that he's trying to build, but he seems quite alone on this one. We have that player who is not helping because he's attacking a few bases instead of maybe supporting the mech or supporting the big guy. Yeah, so we see that the small one is really trying to help. And there we go. So now it's pretty much over. They have 3 towers up, and we saw earlier then that with only 2 towers, 836 was struggling, and now they have 3 up and no one trying to take care of them. So the fight is pretty much over unless there's a big support for that one who is pretty much fighting alone. Yeah, completely alone. And on the other side, you saw that the defense is really trying to help and reinforce all the towers to get them up. Oh, I missed something. Okay, so yeah, no one is caring for the runes. They're only going for individual points at this point. So we have the other rune. We see that on the other one, the defense is up. They couldn't. I think they focused on the. They must have focused on that one. So they didn't go for both of them, which is smart, but they didn't. The pressure wasn't enough. Like there was maybe 5 or 6 players, no towers, so yeah, it was not doable that way. Do we have any of the team? I think there was. Okay, so we have one player, one pretty big player, but interestingly, he's not playing with the rest of the team, because most of the team is there trying on that run, and that guy is going for the second one, which is quite a waste, because it would be more useful to get him and go helping a few guys trying. So yeah, they just oh no, there's another one here also. So we have 2 big guys here trying to put some pressure on the left run, but we have also 4 or 5 players on the right one. So they're just spreading their firepower on both runs, and it's not working for any. It would be way smarter to regroup those 2 on the other run. But that's not the play they're going with. And that's some lags. So we will skip a bit. Okay, so we will skip until 20. But we mostly saw what was the attack, and mostly I would say the main problem for that attack is clearly that they're missing some mechanicals, because you can't really put some pressure without supporting your big ones. And in that case, there was only 1 or 2 mechanical masters to help, and also most of the pressure was done by 1 or 2 players, and this also spread the players in multiple runs, which is quite a problem for them, as they don't have unlimited resources. Oh yeah, so on the defense, we see that it's 736 getting the capital, and they're just filling it with as many marches as they can during the peacetime. So at that point, when you're able to conquer the capital, it's great to have like maybe you small or mid combat elite to fill that with as many marches as you can. So when it opens up again, it's difficult to go through, as you have 1 limit, or when you attack a building, there's a 50 round limit. So if you have more than 50 marches, it will end up in a defeat. So that's quite the good idea. We have something else to see at 26 minutes. I missed it. And also, yeah, one of the major problem for the SvS is that 90% of their guys are just going for individual points. So we're on defense here, and as we see that the area selected was that one, but the defense team is over there with towers, many towers all over the place. So that's an interesting concept. That's what we call a safe zone. Safe zone. So a safe zone is basically an area, a pretty neutral area where you can build towers to protect your players. So as it's outside of the fighting zone, the attacker can't teleport nearby. So they really can't take down the towers easily. With that in mind, you can park your base, and what we will call is a sniping attack. So you attack from that area. You can attack with speed ups against one target. I think here what they're trying to do is to snipe the most probably like sniping the capital, because it's the only thing they can really save, as there are towers on we have level 2, and level 3, but they're covered with towers, so the best shot is going for the capital at that point. And you can do that with the safe zone, as your big are protected. Yeah, it's definitely a far safe zone for sniping. And that was pretty much it. So I will just run the video. What we saw in that video is clearly that you need pressure. When you are on the attacking side, you need all your members, all your players to come at the same place very quick. Otherwise, you're screwed. We also realized that if you don't have enough mechanical masters, you get overwhelmed quite quickly. And also you can't really put the pressure and also stay at that place. That was one of the main problem here. They couldn't stay next to the rune. If you go back, you can see that. Just to illustrate that here. If you really want, I'll try to get a better shot here. No, just missed it. Bit more. Okay, here. So if you want the best scenario you have, so here you have your limit of the rune. That's the limit. What you want to do here, when you're on the attack, either you can be really aggressive, and I would say that's pretty aggressive, to be next to it, and I think that guy will just armor the rune. That's pretty aggressive. What you can do is just porting next to it. Let's say over there. You port at the edge, or maybe you can even port in between. If you port in between, your base will be considered to be outside, because the point of your base considered to be the base is that one, the lower part. So as long as the lower part is outside, your whole base is considered outside. So you can go with that. And then yeah, what you want to do is to cover yourself. So you have 1, 2, 3. You start building towers here, because that towers will reach the area of that towers is pretty much 1, 2, 3, like this. That will be pretty much the covering area. So you can protect you guys outside, or maybe yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, my bad, it's over there. So you can cover all that area. And then when you have a zone, an area for you guys to come and to stay, because it's what matters the most is who is going to stay at the end. So you can start with building that. It will take 5 minutes. And after that, you can also start shooting the towers. So we have the towers over there. You shoot them, and you're close enough. You're really close enough to get them out. And you can finally get your towers closer. So that one will cover, they will extend to get the rune. And with that, you can finally reinforce the rune and defend it to get the points. That's what you want to do as a good plan, I would say. It's starting, if you don't have the space inside and you're really worried to get ported, you start at the outside of it and you progress slowly towards the rune. But what you really want is to stay inside, not to get ported every 30 seconds. Otherwise, you can't really secure the rune, and you want to secure it for getting the points. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of that march, if you agree, if you disagree, if there are things that I maybe have missed. Let me know and I will try to get back to you.